Welcome to In the Cut, the show that gets you up close and personal with BN and our community. And now, here is your host, Kevon Cameron. Hello, everyone. Welcome to In the Cut, the show that gets you up close and personal with BN and our community. Kevon is normally our host, but I am Mandisa Thomas, and I will be subbing for him today. He is not feeling well, and we wish him well. We hope he feels better. But we are live here in Miami, Florida, fresh from BNC Con, and we are here to talk to you about that today. But before we get into the show, just to let you know that this show, In the Cut, is a production of BlackNonbelievers, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Headquartered in the Atlanta area, we connect with other Blacks and allies who are living free from religion and might otherwise be shunned by family members and friends by providing a caring, friendly, and informative community. Instead of accepting dogma, we determine truth and morality through reason and evidence. The mission of BlackNonbelievers is to provide secular fellowship, nurture and support non-believers in coming out, also open identification, educate, encourage pride in non-religious communities, educate the public on the history and current state of non-belief in Black communities, and also organize events and charitable causes. BN welcomes all regardless of age, gender identity, sexual identity, national origin, or racial identity. However, our content and work prioritizes Black non-religious voices. So as I just said not long ago, we just got back from our annual cruise convention known as BN SeaCon. As you can see here in the back, there is, interestingly enough, this sign didn't come until we got back from the cruise. We had our pre-cruise reception, and joining me right now is Sharon Paget, a long-term BN member, supporter, colleague. You know, we did the Fifth Tuesday series together. There's going to be a slew of guests that are coming in and saying a few words about the cruise. The good time we've had, some of the speakers, and here is just one of the beautiful programs that I was telling people to make sure they took a look at. So I will just, let's just, Sharon, welcome to the show, live from Miami at the Courtyard Miami Airport. So please excuse any noise that you might hear in the background, again, because we want to, we are here and it's a live show, so there might be just a little bit of noise. So
it adds to the ambiance.
It does. I think it really does. So it's great. And so tell us a few words about your experience on the cruise this year.
Oh, it was very nice, very fun. I always enjoy this time, and of course the workshops, the speakers were all on it, and so it was really great. And I didn't go to any of the card playing, but I kept saying,
yes.
Yeah, I kept saying, I'm gonna be over. I don't know how to play, but I was gonna stop by, but I unfortunately got snagged by the casino.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me out. It was just like insanity.
It just kept calling you.
It was like, where you going? And I'm like, I'm going this way. It's like, oh,
that is
look
hilarious.
at this.
That is too funny.
But it's one of the things that we do some things, we do our separate things, but then we come back together.
Absolutely.
And like at the dinner, or just kind of hanging afterwards. It's one of the things I love about the cruise.
Awesome.
And the group as a whole, though.
Right. Absolutely. So this year we were on the Carnival Spirit. We were supposed to be on the Carnival Freedom, but then that the ship got changed, but it was still very, very nice ship. Very
Yeah,
much
it
enjoyed,
was.
the accommodations. Interestingly enough, I got bid up at my shore excursions, but it is what it is at this point. So, thank you for everyone who is watching live today, and also thank you to Jenna who is tuning in, and she was one of our speakers, virtual speakers, and so
Oh,
that was a great presentation as
yes, it
well.
was.
It
It
really
was
was.
really fantastic.
And the card playing that Sharon is talking about is we started playing spades on the ship.
Mm.
And so this is something we developed these traditions
Oh, yeah,
on
because
the
that
cruise
definitely
that
is going to
are
be one.
amazing. And so what that really, it really gave some folks a chance to learn, some other folks a chance to, pop junk and really for us to show our skills.
Mm.
And so that was really, really good, after the dinner. We do 2 days of presentations, which are the days at sea.
Mhm.
So with that, but yeah, all the other time is for folks to get together in small groups, and then also do so, or if you want to do stuff by yourself, or with a larger group of the attendees, which was
Mhm.
great. We also met some very funny and wonderful people on the ship too, which was also very, very nice. And so we always enjoy this, an amazing experience. It's very communal, and it's a lot of growth and possibilities in the two.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
um,
It's definitely a chance to build and rebuild and solidify connections, experience sort of things with that we don't normally experience,
yeah,
but we do that together,
yeah,
and it's definitely a part of that growing process. So there's definitely value, and it's real easy to say we're family after the
right,
event because
right,
we are so close.
yes,
And that's kind of like
yeah.
the one of the pieces that we don't really talk about much, but it's one of those very precious pieces.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
thank you for stopping in, Sharon.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
been
y'all
great.
for
And
popping
we are
in.
going to get to our next guest who
Where's the
is
music
stopping up in the
interlude?
mic. Too late. We already did it. So thank
Bye,
you. And
girl.
at this time, I would like to welcome to the show our Washington, D.C. affiliate leader, director, Roger, who is here with us, fresh
Hi.
back from the from
Fresh
the
off the
ship is
boat,
what fresh off the boat.
as the show says.
So you are a 5-time BNC
5 times.
Con cruiser. So
5 times.
yes,
It's
so
cool. It's as you all just talking about traditions, and we talked about this last night,
yeah,
rituals, and so many groups, religious and non-religious, have rituals, and we have ours as well.
yeah,
And 5 times is cool. 5 times feels like it
yes,
feels like family reunion. I've spent more time with BN in terms of like these big collective moments than I
yes.
have with my own family. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
and that's okay. I'm not complaining because my family reunion kind of
Yeah, yeah,
so so
yeah.
like I get to do this, and this feels like what a family reunion should be.
Right, absolutely.
It really
And
does.
what did you think of the presentation,
I love them.
speakers?
I love them, and I actually like the room. We're normally in like a conference room, or
Yeah,
something that's like a conference-esque room.
right.
This particular cruise ship didn't have that, and so they just had us in one of the restaurants that's sort of like a specialty restaurant.
Yeah, it was a piano bar. It was called the Shanghai Piano Bar.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see some of the pictures. We'll post them. We'll make sure we share them on social media. But it really gave a different type of atmosphere.
And good
And
pictures.
yes, absolutely. And it forced us, well, not forced us, but, we had to look at how we set up a little differently. And I thought it was really good it was for moving around as well, but it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't that typical conference setup. And we love that the cruise ships have all of that equipment, that we need.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a very nice room too.
And I like that they have booths.
Yeah.
And normally in that conference room setting, we're sitting sort of like in, like sort of almost like a, row by row by row type of
Yeah.
setup. Whereas because because we were in the restaurant, we had booths, and so we got a chance to sort of be a little bit close to one another,
Absolutely.
and interact in new ways, and meet new people better. And
Yes.
I thought that was nice.
Yes, it really was. I appreciated that as well. It was a little different for me because I am used to, setting up in a room. But first of all, I always appreciate Carnival for the accommodation, for the meeting accommodations. They're always able to help us out with that. And again, because they are always technically equipped, they're able to give us what we need. But that was where we had the cocktail reception too. So that was nice on the first
That's
day.
always fun. It was good though. I mean, so many things were a little bit different. They were based on the same themes, but
right?
Just sort of reordered a way. And with the reception at first day, it was cool. It was an icebreaker. It was sort of, it was good because we got a chance to just kind of like do something without anxiety.
Yes,
because getting on the ship and getting down and trying to make sure that your passport and all that stuff works, and so getting on the ship and having a little sort of social moment like that.
And it was nice because we really didn't have any issues this year.
I certainly didn't. Last year that was on me. Last year I had a lot of issues.
Yeah, I mean the line wasn't long. The process went really well, and it was really a great experience. For especially I hope all first timers had good experiences as well with that, because that can actually make or break on an experience as well. So
I also think that COVID has taught a lot of these companies and institutions how to do things a little bit more efficiently and faster, and so coming on the ship is a lot quicker than it used to be. It used to be a big schlep. Like a big schlep, and it's still a schlep, but it's a lot less than it used to be. So you kind of like go on through, and you have a little safety conversation with the attendant.
Oh my gosh, those used to be so exhausting. Years ago, the safety drills, where you had to stand. The fact that you can come right in, do a very 2 to 3 minute, they'll do a 2 to 3 minute presentation as you come in, and you can go on about your way. That makes it very, very, it makes it very efficient. And
pleasant, and then they also have the stuff on the app so that you can it's a lot nicer. And the same for getting off the boat. It's a lot a little bit better, I think, every year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It does get better and better. And what I like is that we do try to look out for each other during the entire course of the cruise itself. We do want to make sure everyone is okay. I know sometimes the sea days can be a little rough for people, especially if it's your first time, because it can be a little overwhelming, but I think it's also great. So
it's good for sleeping too.
Yes.
It's like, oh, sleeping now. I like that.
Nice. Well, we won't keep you too long.
I got a
we're
flight
going
to catch in a little bit.
But thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
And I know we'll be back again next year, and yes. BNC Con 2023 is available and open for booking for those of you who are watching and would like to attend. So and you'll definitely see more of us throughout the year. And because we're still working on that godless gospel.
That's right.
So thank you, Ro, for stopping by, and thank you once again for always being a family and for the work you do with the DC affiliate. Thank you so much.
Oh, and y'all check out our podcast. Where we're headed.
We definitely we'll be announcing that again at the end of the show. Yes, thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Bye. So thank you once again for watching. I think I'm gonna get Tina over here. Tina, who's gonna come over and say a few words about her experience at BNC Con 2022. And she is coming over right now. I love that we are able to meet all the fellow organizers for this. So everyone, if you don't know, this is Tina. You've seen her before on the show. Tina is our Charlotte, North Carolina affiliate leader and director.
Hi, everybody.
Yay.
Hi.
So if you would tell the folks who are watching a few words about your experience with BNC Con this year.
Yes.
this is my second time. I had a fantastic time. I met a whole lot of people from all over the country. We had a very rousing spades game. So if you're into spades,
yes, you got to come
yeah,
next
you
year.
got to come next year because we got down. We got down. It got loud.
Yeah.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Yes, that's what
Right.
you're supposed to do. But we had a great time.
Karaoke is normally a routine experience for us, but this time it was too early. You know, we had dinner at 6 o'clock each night.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we really couldn't get to karaoke this time around. But it was nice that we had the spades. You know, there was a club on board,
right?
And there's always performances and different shows and different things that you can do on the ship in addition to the convention itself. And so we like to build that in. We like for people to have a overall great experience.
Yes. Between the comedy shows and the music shows, and then during the day being able to go out sightseeing at the different sites. And I will tell you, Roatan was the bomb. That was the bomb. Yes. The beach was right there. They've got restaurants and waiters that come out to your lounge chair, and you can drink up a storm, go swim, drink up a storm, swim again, and then go home.
Right.
Go back to the ship.
Yes.
That was a great stop.
And that was my first time at Roatan, which is an island off of Honduras.
Yeah.
For those of you who weren't aware. And it was a great experience. I did the chocolate making excursion.
Yeah.
It was at the botanical garden, and I think that's where I got bit up.
Oh, yeah.
So I should have brought some bug spray with me, but I didn't. But it was still a great experience.
Yeah, I think next time, depending on where we go, I will do a couple of excursions.
Good.
Because but the Roatan one for me, that was all I needed was the beach and some frozen daiquiris. So I mean,
yes. Katie in the chat mentioned Phil. We'll be getting him over here shortly. So why would you encourage more people to come to BN SeaCon as an organizer, Tina?
Well, certainly because you get to be around your people. You get to be around like-minded people who are African American and others and our allies. And it's just free. You can be free to be you.
Yeah.
And you can talk about whatever you want to talk about without getting any side eye.
Yeah.
It's great. It is great just to be around people like us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's great to have y'all here. I love trying to give people new experiences and the ones that are enjoyed. And we love to keep people coming back.
Yes.
You know? And you meet, like you said, people from all over the world.
Yeah.
It's not just us on the ship. I mean, we had a large group. It was close to 40 of us this year.
Yes.
But there are thousands of people on the ship, and we have different conversations. We begin to know people by name. The wait staff is always wonderful.
Yeah, the housekeepers are wonderful.
Everyone is amazing.
Yeah, it would be great one day to have an entire ship.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
It would be, that would be a dream come true.
Absolutely it would. So it would be so amazing.
Yeah.
But Tina, I will let you go.
All right.
If y'all one of y'all can get Phil. Dragnot. You're up. Thank you so much, Tina, once again for being a guest on this episode of In the Cut. Next, we have Dragnot joining us. Someone may be familiar with him. He's a YouTuber, debater, and biochemist. Tell them more about yourself.
No, so formerly a graduate student, taking a little break right now. Was doing some research in the field of biochemistry, dealing with yeast and yeast proteins and that sort of thing. So the educational background is lately just sort of been getting more into doing the activism part of, being a part of the skeptic community, rather than just, sort of being online and just interacting with yahoos every so often.
Yeah. So you were one of our speakers this year.
Yes.
Tell us about your presentations. Tell us what you talked about, what went on, and give the audience a glimpse into.
Well, they should have been there.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. But for those who missed it.
Right. So basically, my presentation went over how to discuss younger creationism, with friends, with family, with anyone, without having to have, a background in biology and biochemistry and all that other kind of stuff. And basically what it boiled down to is that, you have to kind of pick your lane. If you want to talk about evolution, cool. You don't have to focus on a whole bunch of jargon, this, that, and the other, because the people you're talking to more than likely don't know how to use the terms themselves. But the concepts are more important, and to discuss or to figure out whether ahead of time is it even worth it, because if they have a cognitive bias that most oftentimes they understand what evolution is or what this, that, and the other is, but they just don't want to accept certain sources, and they would rather go to like Answers in Genesis and stuff like that,
right?
Because they want to think that that's more legit than others. So but that's sort of what I cover, and I hope in the future I cover a few more topics that people sort of like to get interested in, like radiometric dating, this, that, and the other, abiogenesis,
all that nerdy stuff on the page. But, so tell them about the other thing. Tell them about the other presentation. Part of it.
So the other with me, with Mr. Joe and Mr. Judy, we discussed vasectomies, and so it was actually really, really great panel.
It was. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Very informative.
Very informative. That's one word. Very informative.
Yeah.
We tried to make it as humorous as possible, but there's a lot of misconceptions about what happens when you have a vasectomy, and so we did our best to try and dispel a lot of that, and try to encourage guys, hey, you know what, it's not that expensive nowadays. It is reversible. It's a lot easier to reverse vasectomy than it is for like a tubal ligation,
right?
So I think that definitely is something for guys to look into.
Yeah, and doing your part in the reproductive justice fight, and making sure that people understand what that procedure is, how it isn't as complicated as people think. And it's a good way. It really is a good way to, just think about what your contributions can be to this planet.
Right, it's good family planning. I mean, can't beat it.
So this was your first cruise ever.
Yes.
What did you think? For all the people who may not have ever been on a cruise before, what was it like? What was it like for you? And what did you? Tell us.
So the process of just trying to get everything together, a little bit of a hassle. We did not have passports, so if you do not have a passport, please remember that if you do not have a passport, have a printed copy of your birth certificate. There were some people that did not have that. We had to get pulled to the side, and there was like a separate day. Everybody else is going through with their luggage and stuff, getting on the boat. We had to get pulled to the side.
Now I will say that Carnival will accept a photo copy of a birth certificate.
Yeah, you don't have to have the original.
Yeah, you don't have to have the original, but you do have to have a copy of it as well as ID. But so that part can be a little more challenging if you don't have a passport. However, it's still possible to get on. But continue.
But so just make sure you got something, because there was a couple that was in there and they couldn't get on at all because they didn't have.
Really?
Yes.
And they couldn't get access to it.
They would not let them go through because I actually spoke to the guy that was there because he didn't have any birth certificate at all. And I'm just like,
these are the things that, and this is the thing. This is why I also like doing the cruise conventions, is because it really gives us an opportunity to advise people on what they need. And also it prepares people for travel protocols.
Yes.
And these are things that are needed, in case you are, especially if you are traveling abroad, which technically we were. And this is a good way for people to, really get a better understanding of what that's like, especially if you have never flown either international or traveled on a cruise ship, and you get to learn what you need.
Yeah.
And those are, I've been sending emails. I send emails throughout the year, on the things that are needed. Yes. But yes, please do continue.
So just know, like, make sure you read your emails.
Right.
So the rooms are going to be kind of small. It's not dorm small.
They're cozy. They're a little cozy.
They're cozy. You're not gonna be able to sit down and take a bath. Everybody's getting a little shower, but just know that you're gonna have a decent sized room. The one that we were talking about this earlier. So the room that me and my wife had a two twin beds kind of put together. Now there's a gap in the middle. If you fall in that gap, you might have a bad time. So just know that that's sort of what you'll be expecting. Getting sort of used to the rocking and the motion takes a few days. If it's your first time around, it takes a bit. Plenty of Dramamine, plenty of it. Make sure you take it. So getting the layout of the ship, even if you haven't really looked over it too much, it doesn't take too long to figure out what's where and how to get to it.
Absolutely, it doesn't. Yeah,
it's definitely fun to learn. You learn some ship term, forward and aft and port and starboard and all that kind of stuff, and you catch on really quickly. All the staff is so helpful. Any of them, doesn't matter where. So that's definitely one of the things. I will say one of the things I was kind of iffy about. We went to Empire dining. So there's a few of the things on the menu a little overcooked. Overcooked. If I have any complaints, so I just want to be fair. But I mean, if you're cooking for 3,000 people, I think it was. So I mean, you're gonna have stuff like that happen. I did order steak once or twice, and so I will say that when I ordered that steak to be medium rare, it came medium rare and it was delicious. So that was good.
Nice.
I will say, if you are planning on doing excursions, keep in mind the time frame.
Yes,
that's very important to get on and off the ship in a timely manner. And if you plan on doing anything else for the rest of that day, you may want to determine whether or not if it's even worth it, because we did an excursion for each of the days, and we did the Zunitunitz ruins, which that took all day because more than half of the time was spent just trying to get there. Right. And that was a lot. I would not recommend that. No, it was great. Like, we got pictures and stuff, but definitely keep that in mind. And so talk to other people too ahead of time to see what type of excursions everybody else is going on, so that you can see whether or not it may be for you, because some of them are way better with more people.
Yes.
And then some of them are better with less people. So, that's but just talk to folks, do your research, YouTube videos are great.
Yes. Oh, I love the cruise vlog videos. Yes. There are some that I really do like a lot. They give some really good information. They were very helpful, especially during the pandemic, and also trying to prepare for last year's cruise, BN Con 2021, because they will give updates, and especially because they do this all the time. And so it really does help. YouTube videos, looking at the cruise website to make sure you're staying up to date on things. So that's very, very important. So is this going to be your last cruise?
No, indeed.
Nice. No, indeed. And as you can see, Alfred is sporting our lovely SeaCon shirt. We have them made every year, BN Con 2022. And so we took a group picture, and it's but yes, you said this will not be your last cruise at all.
No. We're doing this again.
Nice.
Make some friends.
All right, Drag.
All right.
Sabrina, we got Sabrina up next. Folks. Dr. Dent, thank you so much. All right, we got some folks coming in. So all right, both of y'all come on in. Come on now. Yes. So joining us next, we have Monica Burns from our Louisville affiliate organizer, and Dr. Sabrina Dent, who was one of our speakers this year. So ladies, tell us about your cruise experience. Tell the viewing audience what it was like.
It was awesome. This was my second cruise. We had so much fun. We danced, drank, ate, danced some more. So we had a great time. Comedy shows. We had a wonderful time. So
Good.
And met some new people. Sabrina.
Yes.
It was my first time meeting Sabrina Dent, so I was excited and enjoyed your talk so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Can you give the viewers just a bit of what you talked about this year?
Oh, absolutely. So my talk was about reimagining religious freedom and looking at intersectionality in terms of identities and the issues that we often face when it comes to even social justice, religious freedom in this country, and even the importance of people recognizing how Christian nationalism shows up a lot of times in public policies that impact live our daily lives, whether it's how we're able to make decisions about our bodies, or if we're talking about who we love, and how we have access to even education that is, and I'll say in terms of second, like how it infiltrates public education is a problem. Christian nationalism to do so. So it was one that points people to looking at, the history here in America, but also our current context, and saying, what is the work that we need to do, and how do we as non-religious and religious communities need to collaborate to make sure that we're protecting the rights and the human dignity of everyone, so people can have freedom of conscience and live their lives as they choose to live their lives.
And what better place to do that presentation on a cruise ship?
Yes, yes. It was absolutely wonderful. I count it really a gift to have been invited to be a part of the community, and to learn people's stories and experiences. And for me, it was really about the communal piece of it.
Yes, and for those of you who don't know, both Monica and Sabrina were previous guests on the show. So it is really, really good to have y'all here live with us.
It is such a pleasure.
Yes, and it's amazing to have, that's the thing. We love to take our online experiences and people who we see and actually have folks see you in person. So what were some of your favorite parts of besides spades? I don't know if you did. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how to play spades.
Yeah, I wanted to play. They look like they were having so much fun, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yes. I would say some of my favorite experiences, like the comedian was great. I appreciated the fellowship and just being in community, really. Yeah, like the conversations. But some of the excursion was really nice in Mexico to see the Mayan ruins last night. Yes.
I did that
really
too.
Nice. Yes. So it was great to see that. And also the chef's table experience for me was just one that I recommend everyone does it at least once in their lives. So it was that. I mean, there were so many things to do. That was the beautiful thing about it, is that even if you didn't do an excursion, there was a lot to do on the ship, and a lot of opportunity to I like the community dinners, right? And in the evening, just
that was
to sit.
that was a highlight of the day.
Yes.
We love the performances from the staff. That was great.
Oliver and Tanya, if they ever see this, they were our wait staff. So it was a wonderful experience. But having, for me overall, just being invited into community and to be trusted to be in community with Black non-believers was just amazing.
You and I go back a few years, like we said, like you said, we go back since 2018, 2019.
Yes.
I also do think it is important for us to connect with our allies and connect with folks who are in this fight with us.
Right.
It is absolutely important.
Absolutely.
Because this is a thing that we've always wanted as a community and as non-believers, is that, many of us really have the same goals, and we're fighting for a lot of the same things, like you said, as mothers, as Black women, and so really it is it's really good for us to, and it gives folks a chance to see how we really get down here.
Right.
Especially with
So, you all are a fine bunch, right?
Yes, we are.
It was a lot. As you can see, I'm still wearing my contract.
Right.
So no, it was an absolutely great experience. And you know what, one of the things I want to say also is just appreciating the moment of reflection and remembrance for Jamie Taylor, right? To have that candlelight moment and to do it so publicly and honoring his memory, like that to me was so beautiful to see that. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So it was a great experience. So if you haven't been on a cruise, you should definitely go on one.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Everyone should experience SeaCon. So,
absolutely.
Yes.
So thank you, ladies, for stopping by.
Absolutely.
And coming by our live show, giving folks a preview or at least a glimpse into what, our experience, because like we said, what happens on the ship stays on the ship, but we give some highlights and hopefully get y'all prepared to come next year. So thank y'all so much. And if y'all can get Mr. Phil over there, Phil Session, and then Candace and Monica, thank you so much for everything you do.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
Absolutely, Mandy.
So we are going to continue with our live show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like this video, share it. It does help with the algorithms. And also, just a brief announcement, we are very, very close to being monetized on this channel. So the more you watch, the more our hours build and we are able to we got another guest with us, Phil Session.
Hello. Hey, everyone.
Yeah, so Phil is with he attended as a part of one of the sponsors for this year's BNC Con, which was FACT, the Free Thinkers Association of Central Texas. We also have to thank Compassion and Choices for their sponsorship and the American Humanist Association. So Phil, tell us about your cruise experience. And this is how many cruises have you been?
So this will be my third since I went in 2019 when I was a speaker on that one, and I haven't missed one since.
You got bit by that cruise bug.
It's a thing. It's such a good way to travel. The food, all the activities. I'm a bingo person myself, so I was written there real quick. I almost won too. Man, I was close. But it's always fun. But just meeting with everyone, of course, seeing people that I haven't seen in a long time, yourself included. It's
we did just kind of see each other recently.
Well, true. That's true.
Actually, at FFRF.
That's right. Oh my goodness. That's all right. Very recently, my goodness, it all blurs together.
But still, it's so much fun. It's always a pleasure to have you with us.
And to see everybody, like it's always and meet new people as well, and get to hear their stories and where they come from, their backgrounds, what they're interested in, what they're passionate about, what they're pursuing in their own neck of the woods. It's always fun to hear. Those perspectives from other folks, and of course all the speakers, all the programming that went into the BN After Dark. So,
you just had your talking about that panel.
Oh my God! I'm sure y'all have, but I really enjoy for this year in particular. So Dr. Sabrina, gave a talk about just the reimagining of religious freedom and. There's so many intersectionalities that are there, and there's so much work to be done, and the amount of allyship that we need and coalitions that we need in order to get these big changes. Given all the, the Supreme Court, the status of that and the status of laws and everything else, there's reproductive rights, LGBTQ rights, so many things that could be. Could change the lives of so many,
right?
All of us included, up here, folks that are right here sitting on this show. It affects everyone, and it affects so much. And I really enjoyed, that talk, and as she kind of broke down what those, how it's all connected, all of it is connected. It's going to take all of us to, make that difference in building these coalitions to really get things done, because it's in all of our best interests to make sure that these rights are protected. And so I loved seeing that.
So there was a question, Katie's in the chat. Hey, Katie, and everyone who else is here. I see some familiar folks. So she asked, I was saying that the karaoke sessions were a little early.
They were this year. They were.
But it was okay because guess what were we playing? we did space.
Oh, oh my goodness!
I think that was the highlight of the trip.
That was hey. I'll see you later.
Ro has to go, but yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, so Phil and I were space partners.
My goodness. We sure were. We were doing all the kick
ass.
It was so good. And I haven't played like that. It's been a while.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I played like that because I don't get together with my family as often as we used to. And even when we do, we either may not play cards or maybe we play something else like knock or something, which is fun. But it's been a while since I've gotten into that spades game, that mode of playing. And man, like having this as a partner.
It was serious.
We were good.
It was serious. I was partners with both Phil and with Tina, and it was great. I'm so glad that there were cards brought on board, and
that people got to partake like that, and people learned. People came over to want to pick it up and everything else, and so that was. It was so much fun to get in that mode. I getting serious again, like getting back to that mode that I used to be, because back in the day, it's real. Like this is real. Like, you don't play a game. So.
Space is very serious for us. But it was great. I appreciated you and Will, coming and teaching some of the, some of the folks who either were, little rusty or they're newbies to it. That was really, really great. And I think, it gives me so many ideas about how we can incorporate that into programming. So that was really nice.
People seem to really get a kick out of it, and it formed like just another place that we could talk to one another, because even those that weren't actively playing were sitting around talking amongst themselves, having fun, discussing different topics or whatever else is going on. So
it's the community and fellowship. And what I heard the last day, there was an acoustic guitarist who was playing some music, and everybody, knew the words and such. And I'm just like, because Carnival actually plays some really good music through their speakers. And so, when we, and then they also have, they have little performances of folks who, they played Sweet Love last night. I don't know if you remember. By Anita Baker. I was like, what? We all recognized it. We were like, okay.
How about that? They were doing their thing over there, but just live performances up there, and it was right there in front of us. And so we were just, chilling out in this bar area, and they were just right up there in front of us as we're doing our own thing, not overpowering or anything, so we could still have conversations, but listen to those chill vibes that they were putting out. So it was everything.
And thank you, Phil, for some of the photography. We'll be using some of those pictures to share on the website and through our social media. So thank you very much.
I'm glad I could help.
Contribute something. Oh no, you always contribute a lot. It's amazing. Maybe next year we'll get to do karaoke on the ship, but we do karaoke for the fall excursion too.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. We don't miss out on karaoke time, but it's always nice when we can possibly do it. But we still did a lot of stuff together. That Spades was fun. The cigars and whiskey with Will.
Oh yeah, those types. Were good up there.
It was amazing. Yes.
So many different characters, so many people that you meet, and they're from all walks of life, and so it's an experience. And if you haven't had that experience, that's something you need to look at, because 2023 is already.
It's right.
It's already available, right?
It's already in motion. Yep, it's in the chat. Yep. For those of you who aren't aware, yes, join us on the open seas next year for BN Con 2023 aboard the Carnival Celebration.
This big old thing.
Oh, that ship is huge.
Woo! Bigger than the ones that I was the first. My first cruise ever was in 2019, so I was on the Horizon, which was already like 15 decks or something like that. And it was already huge, with all these things to do.
Yeah,
and so just like another 4 floors. I'm just like, how do you even?
How do you even do that? Right, exactly. Right.
It's so much. So
yes. Well, thank you so much, Phil, for joining us for the cruise and for the show. We really appreciate you being here, and I definitely look forward to seeing you again next year.
Oh yeah, daggum right.
Yes.
Right.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh no, it's great. Thank you.
All right,
so next up we will have Deanna Williams and Candace Gorham joining us. Come on in. She can wait.
Hey there.
Yes.
Sorry, you're only stuck with me.
No,
Candace
that's fine.
is at the desk. She'll be in a minute.
Okay, cool. So for those of you, you know, Deanna, she was just a guest on our show, the show right before this.
Yes.
And so this was your very first BNC Con.
Yes,
and
it was.
Please tell the viewing audience your part in BNC Con this year.
Well, I was invited to screen my second short film that I made. It was called Torn. And I was also invited to play Name Dropping, which is
that was so much fun.
A movie trivia card
so
game that
fun.
me and my best friend Jesus Reina created, and that was excellent.
Yes,
it was the perfect ending to the day.
It really was,
because you do a lot of conferencing, and you're listening to a lot of stuff, you're taking notes, and you're a little tired towards the end. But we started playing this game, and we put everybody in groups, and everybody was amped up. It was great. Like the group in this corner was like, "It's our turn." It was wonderful.
Yes.
It was
so, what was your overall experience like on BNC Con this year?
Oh, I had a great time. As soon as you announced that you had the information for next year, I was like, well, she don't even have to invite me. I'm gonna show up. I put my money down,
Nice.
Yes, no, I had a great time. This is my second cruise ever.
Right.
And my first time with BN.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun. The camaraderie, I liked all of us having our shirts on.
Yes.
Right. And
yes.
Then people stop you. I got stopped a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And they stop me and say, well, what does that mean exactly? What is
right?
And we tell them, we say, oh, it means non-belief. Non-belief in what?
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
like when I was with Candace is like, she's the nice way to say it. Right? I'd be like, in God, and then and Candace is like, in religion, and what the consensus was like, oh, it's cool. That's what's up.
Yeah,
a lot of people, I saw a lot of little lesbians. Is like, your shirt is what's up, and I was just like, that's cool. We're expanding.
Yes.
These are people from everywhere.
Absolutely.
Coming from all over the world. And they're seeing this logo.
Yes.
And so that was a lot of fun for me. I liked the ship had a lot of fun stuff to do.
Yes.
Like shows and lots of trivia. Lots of trivia was fun. And just hanging out with the peeps. The cigar night was fun.
Yes, those are always
I was
nice.
like smoking. I was like, I can't. I need practice. I'm work on it. Next year we're gonna do better.
I don't touch cigars like that. I leave that to y'all. I like watching. I like watching y'all try them. It's a good bonding experience.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something you want to try before, or if you're a cigar connoisseur, because that does happen. There's good Candace.
Oh, dude,
come on over, Candace. Yay!
She's like the hot spot.
Yes.
Yeah. They told me not to pull it into my lungs.
Yes.
And I pulled it into my lungs because I don't listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have and in between we have Candace Gorham back with us too. So tell us about your role in BNC Con this year as well. Tell the viewers a bit about what they missed.
Okay. So this year I led a mindfulness and meditation session, and so we had a little bit of discussion about anxiety management and actual relaxation techniques that you can use to overcome that anxiety. And then I also participated in the panel on end of life issues and death and grief.
Yeah, you and I served on that panel as well, along with Zena Regis from Compassion and Choices.
Right. Yeah.
I really. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
let me let you go.
No.
I was gonna say I really like to talk about the vasectomies.
Yes,
because that was a new topic to listen to. We do a lot of these conferences, and I don't really hear people talking about that part of it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really innovative to bring something like that to the table.
Right. Exactly. Kind of what I like about being events is you really expand into the topics and not just talking about why God is real or not real, and why church is good and not good. Like you've expanded to focus on real humanist issues, things that support and foster human growth and development.
Right. And things that we can all work on and do together as non-believers as well as allies. You know, it's not just, like you said, it's not just simply about us bashing religion or the concept of God. I mean, we also, I loved Jenna's presentation, Jenna Miu's presentation about her struggle, her struggle with her mom and her sister, and how they are constantly berating her about her atheism. And this is something that a lot of people go through. You know, these are the spaces that we try to provide, because people are definitely still hurting, and they're trying to overcome this. And these things are very, very important for us to, it's important for people to hear, to relate to, and also how we can still, you know, engage in community, and how we just live our lives, you know, whether we are within each other's presence or not. And but it's always better, of course, that we're all together. So but
Jenna was great.
Yeah,
I immediately wrote her on Facebook, and I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. We needed that.
Yes, absolutely. So someone has a birthday coming up tomorrow. Yeah. Candace's birthday. So, and you know, my daughter's birthday is today. Daughter Janae is 25. So she's not watching the show. She's off hanging with her, you know, with her people. But, yeah, she is partying. But yeah, so it's nice to be able to at least celebrate with you and get those pre-birthday things, the festivities going. And you know,
the cruise was the perfect way to kick off the birthday. We had a great time. I mean, we had a good time.
We partied every night, huh?
We did. We dealt with some drama.
I got back issues now. I done partied my back out.
Yeah. No, we had a good time. We had our little debacle in Belize, where we thought we was about to be kidnapped, child.
No, they put us on a bus. We have adventures. They're adventures.
Y'all went adventure.
Yeah. So, but we had a good time. We had a great trip this year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. So
good.
So, and it's going to be even better next year.
Yes, it will be.
I'm definitely going to be in the house.
Yes, it will. Yes,
like I said, we're going to be there whether she likes it or not.
Why wouldn't I? You know. But yes, thank you. Thank you both so much for being a part of this. Thank you both for everything you do for the community. And I absolutely love platforming you both, and you know, having more people screen your work, and also making sure that people know about the things that y'all do, so that they can support you as well. So if you haven't watched the episodes of In the Cut with Deanna and Candace respectively, please make sure you check through the videos and watch them, and also learn how you can support both of their work. So thank you both so much. And
no, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you.
I absolutely love it. And this is what I love, that y'all get to see how cool and how close we all are. You know, Candace and I have been connected in this community since 2011. So we've been rocking for 11 years now?
Yeah.
And
the OGs.
But I mean, not terrible, but you know, it's a good way for people to see how we do build with each other, and the camaraderie that, you know, that we have. And so it's always amazing. And and now my new, but yes,
a little bit new.
Yeah, just a smidge,
fresh baby new.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. We are coming up close to the end of the show. But thank y'all all so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to be on the show with us. And thank you all for watching today's show. This will wrap up. We're getting into the final minutes of the show. And there's just a few upcoming reminders. Please check out the Where We're Headed podcast, which is a production of our Washington, D.C. affiliate. You just heard from Ro earlier this afternoon in the show. Please do check it out. The link is in the chat. Also, the 2022 Women of Color Beyond Belief videos are available on BN's YouTube channel. You can check out the videos there, and we are working on next year's conference. Please visit the website to support. And of course, BN SeaCon 2023, as we've said earlier, is available for booking. We will be on the very new Carnival celebration. It will take place, the entire convention will take place from November 4th through the 13th of 2023, with the sale dates being from November 5th through the 12th. And we will have guests, some of our special guests for 2023 will be Matt Dillahunty, Nadia Dutchin, myself, and the Godless Gospel Ensemble. So please visit the website to book. The deposit due dates are coming up quickly. However, we will have flexible payment options available throughout the year. So please do visit the website and the link to book. And I'd also like to thank each and every one of you who donated to Black Nonbelievers for Giving Tuesday. We are in the end of year fundraising season. We have a goal of $5,000 to help with our programming. So, and we actually achieved about half of that within a few days, and we appreciate you all for that. But we really, really hope that more of you support our organization and the work that we do. And so please visit our website for that. You can also visit us. I'll tell you a little bit later on how you can support us some more. Also, please join us for the official Human Light Celebration virtual, which will be on December 17th from 4 to 6:30 Eastern Time. Black Nonbelievers is one of the co-sponsors for this event. Please register via the link. It is a secular holiday which seeks to bring more non-religious people together. And you can also find out more about the website, about the holiday, if you will, at humanlight.org. So this will wrap up In the Cut for us. We certainly hope you enjoyed today's show, and we hope that you are excited for next year's cruise and everything that will be taking place with Black Nonbelievers throughout the year. As a reminder, we air every first and third Saturday of each month. And once again, please do like the video and spread the word. Please do follow us on Facebook at Black Nonbelievers, Instagram at B Nonbelievers Inc., and Twitter at B Nonbelievers. The B and the N are capitalized. Once again, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we are so close to being monetized, and we hope that you get us there with your viewership. Please do find your local BN affiliate on Meetup through our website. And of course, please do learn more about our organization and donate. Make your tax-deductible donation at BlackNonbelievers.org. Thank you once again. And if you want to represent BN even more, like you said, you've seen Deanna, you've seen a few folks who have on BN swag. You can go to our website to purchase some items. And please make sure you show your support. Thank you very much once again for joining in, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.